Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Gus and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your dog's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Gus is going to come home with his very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Gus, heel.
Gus, heel.
Now, at this point, Gus has a job to do, and that is to remain even with your left leg when walking, not dragging you down the street, always matching pace with you, and incorporated into this heel exercise is an automatic sit. So each time that you stop your feet when you're walking, Gus has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So if you stop to cross the street or talk to someone, he should sit. Now, if he doesn't sit, you say no, sit, and you give that little tug, and that's what Rich just did. Those sits should be automatic, but sometimes if they get distracted and they don't sit, you need to know what to do, and that is no, correction, sit. He's so cute. Good. Now he's looking right up at Rich, so the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. The sit-stay when you're practicing with him should be for about 30 seconds, working all the way up to 3 minutes. And he's doing a great job of holding that. When you return back to him, you're going to see Rich go all the way around him. It's an additional distraction, and it looks easy, but it's not, and back to heel position. And at this point, Gus expects to get another command. And then you heard Rich say, "Come on, Gus, heel," and then they take off walking again. Now, I know that your main problem was house training, and we've done a lot of that, and he's done a great job. But this obedience is really important too. We don't want you to think that this isn't the most important thing, because it really is. Now, Rich leaves him again in a sit-stay. Remember, you walk out to the end of your leash, you turn to face your dog. The last time Rich returned all the way back to him, and this time we're going to demonstrate the come on command.
Gus, come.
You lighten your tone of voice, he comes right in front, and he should sit facing your knees. Instead, he's sniffing Rich's leg. But you saw Rich say no, sit, and he went back to sitting. So that was good. Good boy. Frenchies are probably one of the most, besides English Bulls, one of the most stubborn, hard-headed, and the least easy to train as far as obedience is concerned. So the fact that Gus is not a puppy and that he's doing all of these commands for us fairly willingly is a really good thing. Because I have a 3-year-old male, and I don't know that he would be quite so willing. And Rich is going to call him again. He calls him in.
Sit.
If he gets distracted, Rich tells him no, sit, gets him back on track.
Gus, heel.
Very good. Now, the next exercises that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. And again, these are hard commands to teach to an adult French Bulldog. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you use your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down.
Stay.
And then stay. Your long down stay should be longer than your sit stay, but you can start out at about 1 minute and work all the way up to 5 minutes. And all of these commands are teaching him self-control and who's the leader, and that he is not, and that he has to behave for someone. Now, when Rich returns back to him again, just like he did on the sit-stay, he'll walk all the way back around to heel position, back where he's even with the shoulders, and then they take off again.
Gus, heel.
And Rich will demonstrate that down from a heel position for you again. I think Gus has done so well. He's gotten a lot of one-on-one attention here at school, and even though some of the time he may not like the training, he's getting that attention that he's, you know, positive attention and learning something new.
Down. Stay.
That's quite a down. We have the behind there. Oh my goodness. You gotta love it. But he's there. He's all the way down. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him.
Gus, come.
Good boy. Comes right in.
Sit. On my leg. Pass heel.
Back to heel. Back sitting. Good job, buddy. Now, the last command that we're going to be demonstrating for you is you're down from a distance. This is a little bit harder to teach because he's not right next to you. That prance, he's so cute. Now, with your dog seated at heel position, you're going to give him the stay command.
Stay.
You're going to turn to face the dog and back away. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command.
Down.
Perfect.
Stay.
It helps that it's warm out because Frenchies don't like the cold either, so we struggle with getting good videos when they're outside in the cold. So we struck gold today with 75-degree temperatures. Now, we have demonstrated for you Gus's ability to understand and respond to all his obedience commands. Amanda will be bringing him home to you, and she's going to be going over everything with you as far as his house training, house breaking is concerned. He's done a great job here at school. We've had a blast with him, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.